Morning. Hope everyone's alright. I'm just out for a little, well it is, 5 or 6 mile walk in the English countryside, little day camp, just a little reset. I've got mostly sort of traditional gear with me, which is not what I would normally bring on a walk, but any more than what I'm doing, I wouldn't. I would probably go more lighter weight, but I just love this gear. The traditional gear is just more hardy and robust, like it'll last you a lifetime. But anyway, I'll show you what I've got when I get to my little destination. Church is out of view now. I want to get down here, take my jacket off because it's getting warm. It was chilly this morning, a little while ago. Yeah, this bit used to be an old railway line. Mate, should have brought me boots. Anyway, yeah, I was come out for a little day camp and a walk because it does you good. Mostly. Does you good. When you don't get thorns in your head. That does you good. And also to have a little look, I don't know if anyone will be interested, it might do some people some favours. Some of the gear I got. Well, I was looking for traditional packs. Like, you know, you've got the LK35, that's like, I don't know, magic beans or something, isn't it, to get hold of. Yeah, I was looking for a traditional pack for like woodland day camps and day hikes, and maybe, woohoo, that was deep, maybe overnighters, which you could with this, and I assume you can with the LK35. I'm not comparing this exactly to it because I don't know, I haven't got an LK35, but as an alternative it might be an option for some people. Yes mate, look at this. Gee, not that I mind mud, just that I haven't got the appropriate footwear. Still, hey-oh. But yeah, back to this pack. It's Norwegian bergen, which was designed by that fella Bergen, who I suppose all the Bergens are named after him. I don't know if it's his first design, but it's a very early one, early 1900s. I might be wrong, 1908 I think. This is the nylon one, which is strong and sturdy, but I do, in a way, because I was looking for a traditional, wished I'd got the canvas one. They do a canvas one as well, if you can get hold of them. I think you can, I think you still can at the minute, but I had to wait and I was impatient, but I do wish I did. Yeah, it's also called the Telemark pack. Now, I don't know, people of a certain age might remember that film, The Heroes of Telemark. And it's one of them ones I think I'll see it one Sunday afternoon when you're out playing, it starts raining, and you go in and there's a western or a war film on. Yeah, anyway, yeah, the film is about a company of Norwegians, I don't know, special forces soldiers during World War II. It's based on a true story, which is really interesting. I looked into it a little bit. And they had to sabotage this facility, this German facility on a river that was believed to have been the Germans sort of trying to get atomic weapons, which things would have been a lot different if they got hold of them, wouldn't they, first? Yeah, they got dropped off in the mountains, made their way to this facility to plant some explosives and stuff. And yeah, it's based on a true story, and they use these packs. Well, they did in the film. I think they probably did in the real thing, because these packs were in operation from the early 1900s up until late 1900s, maybe still now. Very simple, basic pack, and I've carried it. I think I've got about 11 kilos in there at the minute, roughly. I've carried it, it is surprisingly comfy. but I've carried it sort of with about 15 in. It's doable, but after 3 miles or so you do notice it. Anyway, that's enough talking for me for a bit. The things you come across. Talking of war times. Look. I ain't crawling in there with me pack. Probably find a dead cat. Is that gun emplacement thing? I reckon. I've just come from that way. It's a lovely woodland. I'm going across there, I'll take that off for a minute. Oh! Permissive path. Does that mean the woodlands isn't? Right, let's head on. Shooting something in there, no doubt. The old camo net up there. Let's get up there and have a look, shall we? Right, little adventure, like being a kid again. Is that going to be substantial, do you reckon? Yeah, cushy. See, not the most accessible, but you just want to go down and follow them, not down the rabbit hole. Take the blue pill or the red pill. Bit of water, bit of scum. It's really nice. Anyway, as promised, a quick overview of the Norwegian Bergen Telemark pack. Yeah, this one's nylon, you can get canvas. It's a framed pack, leather straps, which are surprisingly comfortable up until about 12 kilos-ish. You know, we're all different. Frame pack, it's got no hip belt. You could modify that if you wanted. I don't find it needs it up to sort of 12 odd kilos. It's got this bit that just sits in the small of your back. It's surprisingly comfortable. It's a very simple design though. And each side you've got one of these pockets. This side I've got, while I'm at it, I've got my drink, Nowegian bottle. There is a little bit more room in there, but not a lot in that side pouch. On the top, this came with a pair of straps, leather straps, this colour. A bit there and a bit that goes through the frame and round. So you can strap a bedroll, a roll mat, a tent on top if you want, which I have done. It was quite heavy though when it was full, and there's no point doing it if it's not full. And also you can do the same thing on the bottom. You can use the straps that are already on here, depending on how much you got in here, or you can add another set of straps and you come through this and through the frame. I have my Lavu on the back of that. I have done. It was heavy, but yeah, it was manageable. And then inside it's just a simple dump pouch. So I don't know all the specs on the weight of this or the volume of the dump pouch, but when I was looking into it, people were saying it's about 40 litres. Just a simple old cord. there is a fairly large dump pouch. I got a bit of gear in there. And in here, simple one of them, I've got that. I've got some keys and bits and bobs in there. So all in all, a nice little pack that could be modified a bit more. Obviously it's got no waist strap, no sort of chest strap, but I don't think it needs it with how it fits. Yeah, maybe if you was carrying excessive amounts of weight often, then the waist strap might be handy. Just behind this you got a gap here. You can put, you know, an axe, tools, trekking poles, and you can just tie them up with that. I think it was originally in Norway used for skis, but there it is. Nice sort of traditional looking feeling pack. Like I say, I wish I'd got the canvas one, but then the canvas is a bit heavier and that does feel sturdy and hard wearing still. But yeah, I'm not too disappointed I didn't get the canvas one, but a little. But that is the basic gist of it. It's a very basic bag pack, and I've just carried it about 5 miles with about 10.5, 11 kilos in there, and it's comfortable. Like I say, once you start getting above 12 kilos, it's doable, but I wouldn't want it on my back all day. Well, I could manage it, but there's better options, more comfortable options. Well, it's been a lovely day out so far, and enjoyed it. It's nice around here. Just got an all-day breakfast Wayfarer on, and a couple of other bits of gear that I really liked that I'd like to show you quickly. From Outhouse, made here in Britain. Waxed cotton canvas tarp. I love the feel of it. It's just nice. It's just nice to be under it. Holds a bit of heat. It's not going to, you know, it gets a little spark on it. It's not going to get holes in it all over the place. And I've brought it out nearly every time since I've got it. I haven't set it up. I've just got it as a normal lean-to. I haven't set it up like that before. I've had it as a plough point, which was just about big enough for me. I'm 6'2". Normally I set it up as a lean-to, yeah, with that bit coming over as the porch, with the option of then bringing it down to an A-frame if the weather gets bad. But it's lovely. I love it. I think they're getting a 3x3 one. I don't know if Outhouse do one, but I have seen them. It's not the sort of thing I'd use for you know, if you're walking all day. That does wrap up small, goes fairly small, similar size to a sort of DD tarp, but not weight wise. I think it's about 1.8 kilos if I remember rightly. But it's lovely. It's the sort of thing that will last you for ages. I've got a bedroll. I've got a blanket as well from Outhouse that goes, you know, with it. Just a nice bit of kit if you want to go sort of traditionally. It's got, you can shove your clothes and that in there, the pillowcase, have a little lie down. I'm not sure what temperature rating it is. It'll probably help a bit, but it's not going to be the same as some of these other things. But I like it, especially for day camps and night camps. If you've just got a roll mat or the pallet, just adds a little bit of comfort, and you can stuff your spare clothes in for the pillow. It was nice, but I felt mildly hungry before I started eating it. Now I'm Hank Marvin, and I like bringing these out. And I like green and blacks chocolate. That's ginger, and this one's, I've got like a little pack of all sorts of different ones. That one's white, and then you get dark chocolate, chili chocolate, I know, all sorts of little things, minty chocolate, only little things like that. Oh, brilliant. A bit of sugar kick. Thanks for watching if you did. Hopefully we'll be out on an all-nighter next week. Somewhere, hopefully somewhere nice. Back to the car, which is by the pub. Quick pintage, or maybe a half. And then, no, not a half. And then toilet and off home. But